Our journey today begins with a powerful quote from Winston Churchill: "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." An eminent figure, Churchill, with his life marked by numerous triumphs and setbacks, knew the intimate dance between success and failure. The essence of his words, rich in wisdom, forms the heart of our discussion today. This quote, like a prism, refracts into three major facets: success, failure, and courage. We'll examine each component in depth, shedding light on their interconnectedness. Success, often seen as the ultimate destination, is not final. It's a station, not the terminus. Failure, on the other hand, is not the end of the road, but a detour, a chance to learn and grow. But the true hero of the story is courage, the relentless spirit that fuels our journey, no matter the obstacles. So, delve into this insightful journey as we unpack the wisdom of these words. First, let's dissect the idea that success is not final. Picture this. You've just climbed a strenuous mountain. Your muscles are aching. Your lungs are gasping for air, but you've made it. You're standing at the peak, taking in the breathtaking view below. This is your moment of triumph, your moment of success. But does the journey end here? Not at all. There's another peak in the distance, another challenge to conquer. This is where the common misconception of success comes into play. Many people perceive success as a destination, as if it's a place where you arrive, plant your flag, and say, "I've made it." But is it really so? Let's consider the lives of successful people. Do they stop striving after achieving one goal? Take the example of Elon Musk, who, after successfully establishing PayPal, didn't stop. He moved on to SpaceX, Tesla, and a slew of other ventures. Or consider Serena Williams, who, after winning one Grand Slam, didn't retire. She went on to win 23 more. These examples illustrate that success is not a final destination, but rather a continuous journey. It's about setting new goals, facing new challenges, and constantly pushing your boundaries. It's about the relentless pursuit of growth and improvement. Imagine if Thomas Edison had stopped after his first successful invention, the phonograph. We wouldn't have had the electric light bulb. Or what if J.K. Rowling had stopped writing after the success of the first Harry Potter book? We wouldn't have had the entire magical series. So, success is not a one-time event. It's not a finish line that you cross and then stop running. It's a series of peaks and valleys, of triumphs and setbacks. It's a journey that keeps you evolving, growing, and improving. Thus, success, rather than a finish line, is more akin to a checkpoint in a marathon. Now on to the next powerful concept. Failure is not fatal. This may seem counterintuitive to many of us who've been conditioned to fear failure. However, it's crucial to understand that failure is not a dead end, but rather a crossroads offering multiple paths to learning and growth. Let's delve into the lives of some prominent figures who embraced failure as a stepping stone to success. Consider Thomas Edison, a man whose name is synonymous with invention. Did you know that before he successfully invented the electric light bulb, he failed a staggering 1,000 times? When asked about his numerous failures, he famously said, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." Then there's J.K. Rowling, the author of the beloved Harry Potter series. Before she became one of the most successful authors in the world, she was a single mother living on welfare. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before her manuscript was finally accepted. She once said, "It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default." Or take Walt Disney, the pioneer of the American animation industry. Before he built the Disney empire, he was fired from a newspaper for lacking creativity and faced several business failures. These anecdotes serve to illustrate a vital point: failure is not fatal. Each of these individuals used their failures as learning opportunities, as catalysts that propelled them towards success. They did not allow failure to define them. Instead, they defined failure on their own terms. So the next time you encounter failure, remember it's not a dead end. It's an opportunity to learn, to grow, to innovate, and to become stronger. Failure is not a tombstone marking the end, but a stepping stone paving the way to success. Ultimately, failure is not a tombstone, but a stepping stone to success. Lastly, we will delve into the heart of this quote. It is the courage to continue that counts. Courage, a word often associated with warriors and superheroes. But it's not just about fighting dragons or leaping off buildings. Courage is about facing the dragons of doubt within us and taking that leap of faith even when the landing is uncertain. The power of courage lies in its ability to transform fear into action. It's not about the absence of fear, but rather about acknowledging it, embracing it, and then using it as a catalyst to move forward. Courage is the force that propels us to rise again after a setback, to dust off the ashes of failure, and to keep going even when the road seems endless. Consider this: every successful person you admire has faced challenges. They've known failure, they've felt the sting of defeat. But the difference between them and those who gave up is the courage to continue. In the face of adversity, they chose to keep going. They understood that their journey was not defined by the times they fell, but by the times they got back up. Courage is the bridge between success and failure. It's the tool that turns setbacks into comebacks and dreams into realities. It's the silent whisper in the dead of night that says, "Keep going, you're almost there." It's the stubborn refusal to let fear dictate the course of our lives. Now, imagine if we all had the courage to continue, to keep striving for our dreams despite the odds. Imagine the world that we could create, the heights that we could reach, and the lives that we could touch. Indeed, courage is not just about brave acts in times of crisis. It's about the small, everyday choices that we make. It's about choosing to continue when it would be easier to quit. It's about choosing hope over despair, action over inaction, and resilience over defeat. Indeed, the courage to continue can transform both success and failure into milestones on the journey to greatness. In summary, we have uncovered the profound wisdom embedded in Churchill's words. We've taken a deep dive into the illusion of finality in success. We've discussed that success is not a destination but a journey. It's not a static point, but a dynamic process. It's not an end, but a means to an end. And along this journey there will be peaks and troughs, highs and lows, victories and defeats. But none of these are final. They are stepping stones, each leading us to the next phase of our journey. Each success is an opportunity for growth, for learning, for improvement. It's a launchpad for the next endeavor, the next challenge, the next success. We've also explored the non-fatal nature of failure. Failure is not a full stop, it's a comma. It's not a verdict, it's a lesson. It's not a downfall, it's a stepping stone. Each failure is a chance to learn, to grow, to improve. It's a chance to reassess, to recalibrate, to reorient. It's a chance to come back stronger, wiser, more determined. It's an invitation to try again, to fight back, to rise from the ashes. And then we've delved into the power of courage, the courage to continue, to persevere, to persist. The courage to face the odds, to defy the circumstances, to challenge the status quo. The courage to dream, to dare, to do. The courage to fall, to rise, to march ahead. The courage to believe, to hope, to conquer. It's this courage that makes success sweet and failure a valuable lesson. It's this courage that turns dreams into reality and adversity into opportunity. So, as we wrap up this discussion, let's take these insights with us. Let's imbibe this wisdom into our lives. Let's aspire not just for success, but for continuous growth. Let's not fear failure, but embrace it as a catalyst for improvement. And above all, let's muster the courage to continue, to keep moving, to keep growing. Remember, it's not about the destination of success or the roadblocks of failure, but your courage to continue the journey that truly counts. Until next time, keep pushing forward.